Hello, it's Miss Julie from Miss Julie's Virtual Preschool and Crafts, and I'm here to do a fun St. Patrick's Day craft with you today. But before we get started, hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to see all the videos. All right, thank you so much. I will show you what items you need to make this craft with me, and hopefully you have these items in your home. The first thing we're going to need is we're going to need to find a picture of a leprechaun head. So I just found this one on Google, and this is the one I'm going to be using. And then you're going to need your crayons and markers. Today I'm going to use crayons. You're going to need scissors. We're going to cut it out. And then glue. And then you're going to need a paper bag, whether it's brown or white, a lunch bag. And I just happen to have green. So I'm going to use this for my leprechaun puppet. All right, so the first thing to do is start coloring. So there is no right or wrong way to do this. You just start coloring your leprechaun. So I'm just gonna get my green out and I'm gonna start coloring my leprechaun. You could also paint this if your mom wants you, let you paint. But coloring is probably the easiest because then you don't have to wait for it to dry. Does anybody know what the name of the green item I'm coloring is on the hat of my leprechaun? The shape of St. Patrick's Day. It's called the shamrock. All right, and I will show you. The shamrock has 3 leaves, and if you have one with 4, that would be called a 4-leaf clover. So I just colored that, and now I'm going to find another color. I think I will color orange on the beard. I'll turn mine sideways so you can see it. Okay, it's okay if you color outside the lines because we're gonna cut the head out. I'm just gonna make it look nice and dark. And then we're gonna cut it out. You want to make your leprechaun have orange hair or orange beard. You don't have to. But leprechauns have been known to have orangish red hair or beards. But if you want your leprechaun to look like you and have blonde hair or brown hair or black hair, you can do that and it will look fabulous. Now the color of St. Patrick's Day is green. So that is why I chose a green bag to use as my puppet. But you can add green onto your puppet in other ways if you don't have a green bag. So that's okay if you don't have a green bag. Looking good. Okay. Now I'm going to get into the face color, a little bit of peach. I'm gonna hold mine up and show you. If you want to put other colors, if you want to make yours rainbow, that would be Great. I'm almost ready to cut. It's okay if you're not, but I'm almost ready to cut my leprechaun out. I might actually make this hat rainbow because I think that would be very pretty. You don't just have to use green. You can use yellow or rainbow. I am going to do a black strip in the middle of the hat because that's usually how their hats look. But I think I'm going to make the rest of the hat rainbow. And then the buckle, usually yellow. Before I color the rest of the hat, I am going to color the buckle yellow. I happen to have a yellow crayon here. And I think that the leprechauns like yellow because it's shiny like gold. So I found red for my rainbow. I'm going to choose red. What's the next color in the rainbow? Anyone know? Orange. Red, orange, yellow. Green is next in the rainbow. Green. Blue. You need blue in a rainbow. And then the last color of the rainbow is purple. Purple makes a rainbow. Oh, I love how mine turned out. Okay, friends, so I'm going to hold it up and show you. And then we'll cut it out. All right, so that's how my leprechaun turned out. And then we will glue it onto our puppet, so I'll show you. So make sure you look at your paper when you're cutting so that you don't get your fingers. You hold your scissors and you open and close them carefully, and your thumb is pointing up to the sky when you are using your scissors. So remember to concentrate when you're cutting. It's okay if something happens with your cutting, as long as you're trying your best. Trying your best. And the practice, after you have led a lot of practice, your cutting will improve. Okay, here's how mine's coming. All right. Here's my leprechaun. This is how a bag goes, the lunch bag goes. But we need to put our hand in it. So we have to turn it upside down. And there's this flap here. This is where you're going to glue the hat. So I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to put the glue on the flap of the puppet. And then we will stick the leprechaun head on the flap. And then I'll show you. See? So now he's got his head, and this could be like his shirt or his jacket. Now you can do some. You can take a black, crayon or marker, and you can draw some buttons on him. Let me see if I can do it. Maybe he has some buttons on him. I did 3. And, or you can draw a pocket on his shirt. Everybody's can look a little different. All right. So there is my St. Patrick's Day puppet, my leprechaun puppet. I hope you enjoyed this craft. And why don't you check out my other videos, stories and crafts I made just for you. Thanks, and come back next time to Ms. Julie's virtual preschool and crafts.